Do you enjoy chilling tales filled with suspense and mystery? Well, my friend, settle on in because this video is made just for you. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here, and I'm so excited because we're going to be taking a look at our very first television series here on the channel. And I know, I always talk about how TV is no good here, but there are some shows from my childhood and even more contemporary shows that I think are definitely worth it. And we're going to be taking a look at a very important show from my childhood, the kind of show where I would have to sneak off from my parents. I didn't want them catching me watching this show because it had very adult themes and sometimes, gore, nudity, bad language, all that kind of fun stuff that a kid loves to see. Guys, we're going to be taking a look at HBO's Tales from the Crypt. Now, the show is based off an old series of comics from EC Comics, and most of the stories on the show are pulled from those pages. Not only that, but in front of and behind the camera, you have all sorts of talent. There are actors, big name actors in a lot of these episodes. Some of them even cut their teeth in the directing chair on these episodes as well. So I'm really excited to take each episode one by one, talk to you guys, and just share this series that has been so important to me for so long. Now, this wouldn't be possible without one of our great subscribers here, Eli Cortez, who recently sent me this big package in the mail. Originally I thought it was just going to be the Halloween Ends Steelbook, but he hinted that there would be some other goodies in there. I had no idea. He sent me the first 4 seasons of Tales from the Crypt. I kind of lost it a little bit on the live stream. You can check that out right there if you want to see the unboxing. But yeah, thank you so much again, Eli. This is going to be really fun. Real quick before we get going, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the Tales from the Crypt TV series. Did you grow up with this show like I did? Are you coming in totally cold and maybe you've never seen one of these before? Share your story. I'm always fascinated to get that conversation going with you guys. All right, let's get things cooking with our first episode, The Man Who Was Death, starring William Sadler and directed by Walter Hill, who also has a co-writing credit here. The episode originally aired on June 10th, 1989, and it centers around William Sadler's character, Niles Talbot, who is a prison executioner that takes great joy in his job. He sees himself as sort of like an angel of justice, that these people just deserve everything that's coming to them, and he's happy to be the one to deliver it. Unfortunately for Talbot, though, the death penalty gets repealed and he ends up losing his job. Not only that, they don't even want him working anywhere in the prison because of how uncomfortable he makes all the inmates feel. So this guy's just out on the street, left to his own devices, and figures he might as well just start taking care of business himself. One thing that the story does really well here is that even though it revolves around the morality of the death penalty, it does it in this tongue-in-cheek sort of way, and that leads into one thing that I have to mention here, which is the show's dark sense of humor. I mean, yeah, a lot of these episodes deal with more adult themes, but there's this playfulness in them as well. And to me, it's that element that makes each one of these episodes a total breeze, and that is certainly evident here in the debut. And that's about all of the story that I want to give away here. The episode is only about 26 minutes long, so I don't want to give away every single thing here, but it is an awesome first episode. I love William Sadler as a performer. The more I think about it, this guy is one of my favorite actors of all time. He's always giving great performances, and especially in this episode, the way that they use the narrative structure is a little bit like a noir story. There's a lot of narration, a lot of looking straight at the camera, and him giving us his philosophy on life, which is really twisted but sort of makes sense in a strange way. I guess that's just a testament to the great writing here. And yeah, he carries the whole entire episode. This one is a lot of work for Sadler, and he knocks it out of the park. Now, writer-director Walter Hill has a pretty impressive resume as well. Films like The Warriors, Streets of Fire, and the 48 Hours films with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte, just to name a handful, and here his skills are on full display. He captures this moody, gritty look and feel that matches Sadler's performance so well and makes this one feel personal. And as the story continues, we get these little bits of Talbot's manifesto. It's like he's trying to convince us, and maybe himself a little bit, that he really does have the moral high ground here. And that's one of the things that I think Tales from the Crypt does so well. Similarly to The Twilight Zone from the 60s, I love stories of morality. I love when characters get their comeuppance, and maybe even the person that you look at as the hero of the story gets their own just desserts at the end. And that certainly is the case here without getting too into it. But this is an absolute banger of a first episode and a great way to kick off the series. That's gonna wrap it up for my thoughts on The Man Who Was Death, the very first episode of Tales from the Crypt. And guys, I'm just so pumped to be able to take a look at this series, go through every episode with y'all. And you know, some of the videos may only be about 4 or 5 minutes long because I don't want to give away too much, but I definitely want to celebrate each one of these. And another cool thing we'll do is at the end of each season, I'll pick a favorite episode, I'll talk about themes that I saw throughout the entire season, and then when we're all wrapped up, we'll rank each season against one another. It's gonna be awesome. So let me know in the comments, are you brand new to Tales from the Crypt? Is this a show that you grew up with just like I did? And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. We're gonna take a look at the whole damn thing, so buckle up, Buttercup. Really appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out the video, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. But until then, I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care.